Well, hello and welcome back. Today, I decided that I wanted to talk about what happens when summer comes. What happens with your marketing? What are the kind of things that actually you should be actually planning or not planning or deciding for your summer vacation or not vacation or your marketing. So I'm going to be doing this with Paula from Landit, and we're going to be switching a little bit things up. So I can't wait to see you. Bye bye. See you there. Hey, I'm Veronica Di Polo, and with more than 15 years being a marketing strategist, you're going to experience the new way to promote your business with clear and unique messaging by giving you actionable marketing and messaging strategies that get you interested leads to transform the lives of your audiences so that you build up your brand with continuous momentum. Get ready, because here's where we say no to outdated marketing strategies and society norms, and we say yes to change from the inside out. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast. Well, hello, Paula from Landit.
Hello, hello.
How are you? Good morning again.
It's super warm here. I'm
It's
literally
warm here too.
sweating.
I should have brought a
Yeah,
fan or something.
yeah, no, it's super hot.
I know. Well,
But the
I'm glad
summer,
that you're
summer is
here.
here.
Actually, so that everybody knows, we're going to be talking about, obviously, about summer. But Paula, just before we went in, she said, I don't have much to say. Why don't I do the questions myself? So I'm turning the questions to Paula, but you will have to tell me
Yeah,
something as well, of course,
yeah,
not
I
only
know.
me. And let's do this, okay?
Okay, so the first question is what to do when summer comes with your marketing? What do you do? What would you do in case, like, imagine you have a business, which you do have, but what would you do when summer comes?
Okay, so in the past, and actually this year as well, what we've done is that we usually take everything that we take some few days of. Very important to recuperate in the brain. It's very important. But what we've done in the past is that we've taken the time for the things that we actually don't have the time during the year, like, for example, rebranding. Like, if we
Mhm,
want to fix up the website, if we want to create a new section, or if we want to create a new service that we want to provide. So in summer, what we actually do is that we strategize, especially for the end of year. So what
mhm,
is going to be the Q3 and Q4 for our next coming years? What are the efforts? Do we need to maybe rehire new people? Do we have to let go of people? Summer gives us all these opportunities, and I try to do that as much as I can. Sometimes I take summer sometimes to study certain subjects that I may want to know a little bit more that I don't have the time, because then you are on the regular, like, boom, 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 boom.
mhm.
And you don't have the time to do it. So um, I've studied, I've taken courses, obviously, as well, because when I say study and reading, it's mainly courses. If I want to
Yeah.
be, I don't know, understand better Facebook ads, which actually do drive me crazy. Um, drive me crazy. But um, but if I want to understand something, like, for example, into designing, or if I want to, like I said, rebranding, it's very good.
Yeah.
We've done that in the past. Um, in my case, obviously, it's just my name, so I haven't done the rebranding, but I have rebranded the website. So I do that like twice a year. I do that over the Christmas holidays and do it over summer. That's when I actually do have the most time to come up with those different things that I don't have time to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
For
you?
me, for
Hmm.
me, I also do like I always am learning new things and stuff like that. And because during the summer people are on break or they're working less, stuff like that. What I do is I take the courses that I've bought because I have kind of like a limited unlimited time to do them, and I do them, and I start learning new things, maybe going on workshops, stuff like that that people create because it's summer and you want to meet new people and start chatting with new people. So I do that. And not much rebranding because we did the rebranding, I believe 2 years ago. So we don't need to rebrand. It's not like you have to rebrand every year, but maybe like work on some new products or kind of like the same thing that you would do.
Mm,
Um, and then like optimize processes, systems, maybe hire new people, stuff like that. So yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I think summer is a good time to reflect to what has been happening for the last 6 months and
Yeah.
then make a plan with a clear head without the stress. And I know a lot of people, my peers as well, they actually they launch courses and stuff during summer because some people don't go, so there's an audience for everything. So it just depends, obviously, as well on the kind of service that you provide
Mm-hmm.
and or products, of course. Um, Obviously, products are all year round, but the kind of services that that you provide, because if your audience and your clients and your potential clients tend to take a break, tend to go on vacation, then you should do the same thing. You need to
Yeah.
recoup and strategize how you're going to come up and how you're going to show up in September.
Yeah. And also depends on the part of the world you're in
Hmm.
because for some countries, August is just a regular month. It's not
Hmm.
like let's rest. In Spain, nobody works in August.
Exactly.
Like, it's everyone is resting. Most of the
Hmm.
companies take the whole 31 or whatever, how many days you have of vacation and they close. So August is like there are not companies open.
Exactly.
And you have to reflect and do other things and like chill because
Hmm.
it's the summer, it's hot, super hot,
Exactly.
especially here. It's super hot in the summer. So
Unless you
if
live
you
like in
do half a
Argentina,
day,
that is
I mean, if
cold.
you're in the southern hemisphere,
Yeah.
it's winter. So
It's
also
winter.
you can also rest.
Winter is coming.
So it's kind of like the same thing. It applies the same way because as you said, like you do 2 times a year,
Hmm.
sort of like a reflection phase, and one is in summer and one is in winter. So it works the same way.
Hmm.
But yeah, just chill. Maybe do half days instead of full days. Go to the summer. Go to the beach. Go to the pool.
Exactly. Exactly. If you live near the beach, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. If not, you can have a pool. I live near the beach, but I don't have a pool, so that's all I have. Okay. For next question, how are you adapting your marketing plan for the summer?
For this summer, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Well, this summer, we're stopping. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be analyzing, for example, the digital products that we're launching. So I'm going to either work like 15 days of the month on them to advance as much as I can.
Hmm.
We want to try to expand on our ads. So we are studying to get into Google ads and YouTube ads.
Yeah.
So maybe they start to roll out before the summer. But
I mean, they're the same. I do them the same in the same place. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
easy. I've gotten great results on Google Ads. Much
yeah,
better than in like Meta
right.
because one, it's easy. I feel like it's easier. Like people always talk about Google Ads being super difficult. I don't know. I feel like it's easier than with Meta. One, because you don't have to overcomplicate everything with designs like ad creatives. So it's just text,
Okay.
and then you can also do it by words, which is the one that I currently have, like keywords, and it's gotten like great results. And
Great. Good to
I'm
know.
always increasing my page views and all that stuff.
Hmm.
So I definitely recommend that. It's just you can leave it and then sort of start
The
doing all
problem
the
is that I
recommendations.
don't have the time to sit around and do that. So
Yeah,
I have Jay doing that. But I
Jay is the
guess
podcast,
Jay is our podcast
the podcast.
wizard,
Yeah,
our podcast manager, but
shout
he's
out to
also,
Jay.
yeah, he's also helping with the ads. So we're gonna slowly start doing that. But also we're decreasing a little bit of the workload. It's not like we're like I our marketing plan really is I want also the people that are working with me take the time off.
Hmm.
I think everybody needs it to regroup.
Yeah.
So I think we're all set on the dates that I'm going to be off. They're going to be off. And when I'm on, they will be on. And then
Hmm.
we're off again. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna start not cold pitching, but more like warm pitching to brands, because like establishing relationships on social media and other platforms. That way I can get a leg into their business and like, oh, I love your content. I would love to help out, but not like pushy or salesy, more again, warm. I want to start doing that and continuing with the ads that I currently have, doing the recommendations they always put out. And yeah, that's maybe do a sale or something during
Mm.
August for the services that are a bit lower in price so that they can get like people can get in. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that one of the things, but which I will try and do in August, is to build more collaborations with other people that are asking me to collaborate with. So I can't actually, I don't have the mental capacity to think about it because I'm in the day to day business.
Mhm.
So I think in summer, that is something that I will definitely will be talking a little bit more how we can collaborate with other people. And also, I think also finding new collaborations for the podcast. It's important and analyze if it was worth doing what we did as well. You know, it's
Yeah.
very important to self-analyze if it has worked or if it hasn't, and if it has, like, what are the kind of subjects that actually people do want to listen to? Because I've been doing a solo podcast for a while now, and now I'm sharing my spot, but and that's it, and I like it.
If you need to have like topics and not sent to us, just DM us or comment on our posts
Yes,
on social
please. You
media.
can you
We
can send
always
us a
respond.
DM or actually on our podcast uh, website, on the website where it says veronicadipolo.com/podcast. Below the episodes, you can find topics if you want to share them. Yeah, there is like a questionnaire there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you want to collaborate or anything, you can also send us DMs or
If
comments
you
or
want to be featured on the Branding Momentum podcast, let us know.
whatever. We also accept sponsorships. But yeah. Okay, so moving to the next question. Can you share some examples of what you've done in terms of marketing in the past during the summer?
Well, I think I already said a few, like rebranding the website. Um,
Maybe from like the past, like from your past experience, not from your current business.
Um, I mean, on the business that I have on organizing events, our summers they don't exist because people do events all year round,
Mm-hmm.
and that business in particular, we have it in Panama. So for
Mm-hmm.
them, it's regular. It's there's no holiday season for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually during January, so it's very different in my mind. When I used to do styling, but again, when that was happening, still we would do more about the sort of things that we would strategize more how we would get leads. What are the kind of events and networking events that we would want to go? So we would do the research because we wouldn't have the enough time to do that. So if you know that there are certain events, exhibitions for you to network in November, October, then go ahead and start doing that while you are in summer so that you prepared.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know it's kind of difficult because this these kind of events should have already been inside of your budget
Mm-hmm.
when you started the year. But if you made a good budget for your business, then you would have had like a little I don't know, like events, extraordinary events section where you may want to think, I'm like, maybe I should double down on this. Or maybe you are creating promotional, I don't know, flyers, leaflets, whatever, any kind of. So you have to plan those out in some
Yeah.
way, right? So this would be the kind of things that we would think. Even what we've done in our events business is we know if we're going to have, like, for example, a Christmas party with clients, we would already planning a Christmas cocktail or something like that with clients. So we
Mm-hmm.
would start to like plan what are we going to be doing, where are we going to be doing the event, because then you have your own events that you're organizing and
Yeah.
you won't have time for those. So those are the kind of things that like we would like for sure think of, like if we want to create, I don't know, let's say we did one year, by the way, postcards with
Mm-hmm.
handwritten notes to. So you have to design them, you have to get them to the print, you need to have them in the office. So these sort of things are great to do because they're easy as well
Mm-hmm.
during the summer.
So a lot of
Or
planning.
we did a one time, and I've done that when I was a stylist. I did. I had like Christmas baskets. I
Mm-hmm.
sent it to my private clients, but it took me a while to organize it because I wanted to find the right cheese and the right crackers and the right alcohol that I wanted to put in there and the right basket. So it took me a while. I did start in August and then and I had it finished by November in my
Yeah.
mind. I did it slowly, but I was doing it. And it was not like,
Yeah.
oh, I have to rush and everything is so expensive. No, no, no. I already did it in the summer.
I mean, I feel like for most businesses, the summer is when you start planning Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, with turrones, like you start seeing turrones almost in August in the
Mm-hmm.
supermarkets
Mm-hmm.
because they need to be there just in
Exactly.
case.
Yeah.
Or for fashion brands, they need to start creating and ordering everything for December.
Mm-hmm.
Or even for furniture, everything. Most of the brands that have physical products need to get everything way ahead of time. So I feel like
Exactly.
summer is like the perfect time to do it, plan it, design it, and then ship it out.
Mm-hmm.
For more digital base like our businesses, it's a bit like all over the place because we don't have to ship out things necessarily
We
months
don't
ahead,
have to,
but you can
but
plan them.
you can plan them. If you want to
Yeah.
be special, if you want to be different, if you have a little money for that, then go ahead and try and plan ahead. How can you make yourself and your business be different from from your competitors, really, because that's the entire point, right?
Yeah.
How can you retain those clients? How can you, keep on making them happy? How can they come again and say, you know what, I want to continue working with you, or I want to renew the contract with you, or I want to keep on having you as my go-to person when I have a problem, right?
Yeah.
Depends on obviously the service. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to differentiate yourself and be unique
Mm-hmm.
in your processes. Moving to the next question, and our last question, how do you make your content stay relevant every season of the year, aka having evergreen content?
Tell me you first.
Yeah, I feel like this is more of my question. Um, I feel like evergreen content needs to be a part of your strategy always. Like, for example, a blog post. I would do most of them evergreen rather than trendy,
Mm-hmm.
because blog posts, for example, are something that people are always gonna look for. They're always gonna be able to search it on Google or other search engines, and it's something that people will always relate to. Like, for example, there are blog posts from, I don't know, 2020 that still feel relevant. So doing those type of things, and that not only works for blog posts, it also works for social media content, or it works for other products, stuff like that, that always work. Like, for example, I did a product in 2021, I think, is still my most sold product. And it's because it's something that people can use in 2021, 2023, 2030, because
Mm-hmm.
it's something that works.
Yeah.
So doing those type of things that can work, whether it's summer, winter, fall, spring, whatever, it's always going to be beneficial for your business. Obviously, you need to talk about trendy and kind of like what's happening in the world right now. Like, for example, this month is Pride Month. So maybe you should incorporate something about Pride and about how it is to be a queer person, or what are the challenges they face, stuff like that. But you also have to keep in mind that's for this month. It might be relevant for that community throughout the whole year, but it's more specific to this month. Whereas if you do evergreen content about, for example, what is messaging, or what is branding, or what is marketing, that is something that people can look at throughout the whole year. So I would incorporate it anywhere. Um, I always work with my content plan with percentages. So that type of content will be like, I don't know, 60% of the content plan. And the rest might be a mix between trends, between, for example, digital product launches, stuff like that. So I would kind of like divide it up with percentages. It's easier.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. I was trying to, as you were talking, I was trying to think, what would my listener be wanting? Because I bet there are so many people in so many different industries that they provide services. And I'm not probably going to give them the answer that they want me to give them because of an evergreen,
Mhm.
content. But I think that whatever that is true and valuable to your niche and to your industry, that is something that you can keep on putting on social media, for example, or you can keep on writing about it on an email. I love what you said about the blogs, because blogs are evergreen. Also, videos are evergreen. YouTube is
Yeah.
evergreen, and it will make you grow and grow. I don't know if you're on YouTube, guys. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. But if you are, or if you're thinking about it, or even podcasts are evergreen as well. These are the kind of things that, but I would take them to I would analyze like what are the kind of things that are the core of my industry or the core of my niche of what the things that I know this will never change because no matter what, these things will still hold till the end of time. Like my people will always have the same
Mhm.
pain about this. They will always have the same struggle. They will always have. So if you can create content like that, even on social media, but even on your website, if you have a website, then you are still relevant. You are still in the conversation.
Yeah, yeah. And for example, for I don't know, real estate businesses, your content most probably will be around houses, like new houses that are available and stuff like that. But you can also make content about what is the process of buying a house. That's not really gonna change much.
That's
It's
true.
gonna be kind of
The
like the
houses
same.
will, but not the process.
Exactly, the house will change, but not the process. Or how do you get a loan for a house? Or stuff like
Exactly.
that that people will always be interested in, but and they don't know how to because most people are not I have no idea how to ask for a loan for a house.
Yeah,
So
me neither.
that's something that would
No,
interest
I
me
do.
to see. You do because you have a house.
I said I don't, and I'm like, yeah, you do. Dumb, dumb.
But it's something like if I were to look at a real estate agency, for example, I would want to know from them because they're expert. What do I have to do to get a house? Are there any new help, like government help or subsidiaries for buying a house? Maybe for young people, what's the process for young people to buy a house? All that stuff is always relevant and might change a bit of things, like might change because there are new laws or new things, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's always good to keep up with.
Yeah.
But the core thing is always going to be the same. With event planning, for example, what are the top events that you can have for a wedding, for example, or a birthday party, or stuff like that? What are the process of getting that birthday party in place? So
Yeah.
they not only see the value of what you're doing, because event planning is like hardcore, and you have to do a lot of things, but they also see, okay, so now I'm in that stage. What do I need to do next?
Mm.
So those are the things that people will always be interested in. And
It's true. It's
if
true.
you post it now,
Mm-hmm.
it might maybe it doesn't get tons of views, tons of readers, whatever, but because it's evergreen, people will always come back to it. For
You
example,
can always repurpose it.
yeah, I have a
Yeah.
video on TikTok that at first it didn't do well, and now it has like 30,000 views, and it was posted in 2020.
Right.
So it's always gonna be there. People will always come back to it, and algorithms will most probably bring it out to people
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So,
I
and it
agree.
also works with products with like templates. So if you do like a Pride template, for example, which you did, check it out.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I was going to say is that, for example, digital products are very evergreen.
Yeah. So if you do like a Pride content, like social template, you do it now, it will be the same product that people will be interested in next year and the
Exactly.
year after.
Even the
So
freebies, the lead magnets, the core of that, it's not a one-off trendy kind of thing when you're doing it. So it's the thing that you're doing to provide value to your audience, to your potential clients. So those freebies, if you don't have any freebies, summer is the perfect moment to create a freebie.
Yeah.
And actually, you can download my lead magnet freebie templates. That is free. You can download it right now. It's on the website. It's right there. Just go and get it. It has like, I don't know, like 58 pages,
Yeah.
and you can take as many as you want, and you put them, you drag and drop images, and you write what you need to write, and you make it your own, and that's it. And put it into an email, send it out, and share it with the world. You never know who's going to see it.
Yeah.
So I think we have everything that we needed to say about summer,
Yeah.
which I am really looking forward to being on my little vacation mode in my brain. I need
Yeah.
it.
Where are you going on holiday? Are you going somewhere?
I'm doing a little staycation.
Good.
I'm going to have people over, but
Me
yeah,
included.
exactly. I'm going to have people over from July, August, September. So uh,
Hmm.
even if I'm not on vacation, I will make it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm going
I'm taking.
I'm going to Vienna, to Prague, maybe to Budapest. I don't know. Because Budapest is like 2 hours away from Vienna. So maybe I'll go there. And then
But you've
uh
been to Vienna before.
no, I've been
Oh, it's
to
beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful in the summer.
I've been to Innsbruck,
Mm-hmm.
but it was during the winter. So
Mm-hmm.
it was like super cold. I haven't been to Prague. I've heard a lot about Prague, and I haven't been to Budapest.
I've been to Budapest. I liked it. I mean, I went for a bachelorette
Hmm.
with a friend. She's from there. It's nice. I haven't been to Prague,
Yeah.
but Vienna is very pretty, very nice. The buildings, everything is so nice. I went in yeah, like January, February, and it was cold, but still you would see it. But I've seen pictures of how summer looks, and yeah,
I
it's
mean,
very
it's gonna
pretty.
be hot, most probably, because
It's gonna be hell.
yeah. But I mean, I'm sure there are canals or something. And the good thing is, I'm going with the whole family, like
Okay,
my parents, my sister, and then my aunt and my cousin. So it's kind of like a big
it's
family
like
trip.
the Brady Bunch.
Like we've never traveled with them like this, like outside of Spain.
Uh-huh.
So it's my cousin's first time on a plane.
Oh
Well,
Lord. Oh, please take video.
but and then I might be going to Greece in September with
Mm,
my friends.
that's
But
nice.
but I need to
That's nice.
I was talking on Monday with a friend, and I was like, I need to plan my travels for the rest half of the year and the following one, because all my travels that I had planned for this year fell through. So I need to like replan everything.
Right.
But yeah, that's what summer is for.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's not bother you with all this
Yeah.
traveling and everything. And if you're staying in your city, and then enjoy it as much as you can, take your rest, do whatever you can. I think we have a few more episodes, and then the mic is off for a little while.
The
Thank you,
resting.
Paula, for doing the interview part.
Yay! Loved it. I might do
And
it more often.
and then thank you everybody, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.